In this video, we are going to learn about how we can integrate Razorpay payment gateway, because Razorpay right now providing the Flutter plugin. So I am going to explain you how you can integrate the payment gateway if the Flutter plugin is available. And in next video, I am going to explain you how you can integrate payment gateway without the Flutter plugin. But for today's, I am going to cover the Razorpay. It is not just about the Razorpay, but any payment gateway which is providing the Flutter plugin. So you can follow the step one by one. So same thing I am going to explain you in this video. So how you can implement the payment gateway. So if you will search on Google Razorpay Flutter, so you will find this plugin, Flutter plugins, okay, and it is null safe and provided by the Razorpay company itself, okay, and every details is available there. So we need to follow this step one by one. But one more thing, in this documentation there is one missing parameter, okay. The missing parameter is, if you will follow this step, okay, every step, your payment will successful. But when you will see in your dashboard, so in Razorpay dashboard, click on the transaction, so you will see the status as authorized, not the captured, okay. So authorized means you need to manually capture the payment. Your payment will not transfer automatically to your bank account, okay, if the status is as a authorized only. But if the status is captured, that means automatically this payment will transfer to your bank account after 1 day, okay. So in this official documentation they didn't mention the order ID details. As you can see, the option parameter, there is no order ID. But if you will see the Razorpay documentation, okay, so create a order ID and create a order ID which is compulsory. It is mandatory to create order ID to capture payment automatically, okay. So we need to add some PHP file on our server. If you are using Python or Java, so you can use other code as well, okay. But now I am using the PHP, okay, and we need to add this parameter order ID, so then the payment will be captured automatically, okay. So this is about the Razorpay. Now come to the coding part, and I am going to explain you everything in detail one by one. We are going to follow these steps, okay. So let's move to the coding part. So first of all, I am going to add this Razorpay Flutter plugin in my Flutter project. So copy this dependency, and this is a new Flutter project. Inside the pubspec.yaml file, I am going to add this dependency, and one more dependency we need to add, which is HTTP, because we need to make some request to get the order ID from the server. That's why I am going to add another dependency which is HTTP, okay. So copy it and add it here, okay, and click on get pub, okay. Now click on get dependency, okay, that's good. Inside the Flutter project we need to add this dependency, and for Android, if we are using ProGuard, so we can use this rule, otherwise skip this part, okay. Only the thing that we need to take care about the minimum API level, okay, for Android. So go to the Android folder, app, Gradle, okay, and there change the minimum SDK version to 21, okay. Minimum is 19 actually, but I am using a 21 only. And one more thing, inside this app source main Android manifest file, just add internet permission, okay. So user permission, internet. So for Android folder you need to follow these two steps: minimum SDK version and add internet permission, okay. Now for iOS, okay, for iOS we need to make minimum target version 10. So inside the iOS folder pod file, just uncomment this platform and make it 10. Okay, that's it. So this is a very simple thing. Now what I am going to do, I am going to create one simple page where I will use one text box and one submit button. Okay, so in text box I will write the amount, 10 rupees, 20 rupees, whatever amount I want to pay, I will use that text box. Okay, so quickly I am going to create one form. So remove all these things, and this will be inside the material home. Okay, and good, and I'm going to make a stateful result my app. That's good, and it should be scaffold, and the body will be safe area. Okay, and the child in this child. In this child, I'm going to create one simple column, and the children will be first the simple text box. Text box I will write razor pay, payment, gateway, that's it. Okay, and the second thing, the text field. So I can insert some amount. Okay, so I will use the text field. In this text field, I need a controller. Okay, so just quickly create a text controller. So make it name it controller. Okay, and it will be assigned lead. So make it lead controller. This is the controller. Okay, now I want some hint on the text area. So decoration property. So then I can write the hint. So input decoration, and there I will write the hint type text as a amount. Okay, and if I want to add some icons, I can quickly add icon as well. Icons dot money monetize. Okay, no problem. Okay, and after that I want one button. Okay, so I will use simple text button. On place I will call one function, and the child will get text, and the name is start payment. That's good. Okay, so this is simple button. I will add some padding. Okay, so padding all around I can limit 20. There also I am going to add padding on only from bottom. Okay, make it 50, and it should be center. So main is alignment dot center. Make it text edit controller. That's it. Or remove this one. No need of this thing. Okay, so this is simple UI, and this button is not good, and there is some padding required. So add padding. I think make it 20. Okay, and to some property of this button, so you can simply use the style. Okay, and make it text button dot style from, and make a background color. So colors dot make it blue. Okay, and the text color. So make style text style, and their color is colors dot white. Okay, now. Okay, so that's good. So this is a very simple design. Now on this button click, I will call one function to start the Razorpay payment. Okay, now come to the documentation. If you will see, we need to start the Razorpay. Okay, and these are the parameter: Razorpay event, payment success, payment error, and the wallet. Okay, and these are the handler. Okay, so if the payment is successful, we will get the response inside this handle payment success. Otherwise, if the payment is failed, so we will get the response inside handle payment error. Okay, so now first we need to initialize this Razorpay. So I am going to create a object of Razorpay. Just name it as a Razorpay. Okay, I will initialize it late, and initialize state super Razorpay is equal to capital R Razorpay. That's it. Now if you will see, we need to add this. Okay, the function is there actually, successful, error, and wallet. Okay, so just copy this code, copy, paste. Now it is good, and the object name is underscore razor, so make it underscore. That will be good. Okay, now everything is correct. So how we can start the payment? This is the object only. Okay, but before going to start the payment, we need to get the order ID, which is very important. As I already show you, the order ID is mandatory. Okay, so order ID is an important step in payment process. It is compulsory to create order to capture the payment automatically. Okay, so how you can create the order ID? What you need to do, in your hosting plan you need to add the PHP code. Okay, so you can search on GitHub Razorpay PHP code, just download it or upload it on your server, or if you don't find it, so just check the description below. So I have mentioned the link from where you can download this Razorpay project. Okay, these are entire file belongs to Razorpay. Okay, so what you need to do, just unzip the file on your server and open this config.php file. Okay, so this is a very simple file. In this file you need to add key ID and key secret. So how you will get the key ID? Just go to your Razorpay dashboard. Okay, I am assuming that you have created your account in Razorpay. If not, so just create it. It will ask for PAN card and Aadhaar card and other official documentation. Just complete this process. Okay, and for test mode, at the top you can see the test mode and live mode. First try it in test mode. Once it is done, then move to the live mode. Okay, so right now I am in test mode. Just select the test mode, and there in setting web API, just create a new key. Okay, so you will see one button over there, so create a key. Once you will click on the button, you will see the test ID and the secret key. Okay, so just use the test ID and the secret key there, and also keep the secret key in a safe place because it will be display only once. Okay, for live mode you need to just change the mode and again create a key for the live mode. Okay, and once you create the live mode key, then change the live mode key there. Okay, so this is the very simple steps. Now the second thing you need to do, again come to the hosting. There you can see a order api.php file. This is the one file that I created. So we will call this file from our Flutter. This file will give a response which contain a order ID. Okay, so if you will see, so this is a complete URL: android tutorial.bluefsoftware.com web API Razorpay PHP order ID order API.php. Okay, and you need to pass transaction ID amount. Okay, and once you will hit this API, so you will see this kind of response. So this is the order ID that we will use in our code. If you will see in official documentation, there is options, but one option is missing, which is order ID. If you will go to the official Razorpay documentation, okay, and just scroll down, so there is order ID option, generate order ID using order API. So this is what missing in this official Flutter plugin documentation. Now come to the coding part. I have explained you everything in detail. Okay, to get the order ID we need to call HTTP request. So I am going to use the code which I already explained how to call HTTP request. Okay, and you can see the earlier lesson where you will find all these details. I am going to just copy the code very quickly. So service wrapper class that we usually create. Okay, so I am going to just copy this code. So I am just going to make some correction very quickly. There is no need of this one right now. So my API detail is this one. Okay, so this is a complete URL. Very quickly I am going to do all these things. So base URL is this one, so copy this one. And in this API I need to pass the parameter transaction ID, amount, and the security code. I will get this TXN ID when I will call this API. So it will be a string type TXN ID, and I need amount as well, so I will use the amount as a string only. Our service wrapper class is ready. Now we will call this API from the root. Okay, so just make a one function name as get order ID. I already explained you how we can call the HTTP request. Get the code again. And now change the API name. API name is call order ID, and there we need to pass transaction ID and amount. So when I will call this function, I will pass as a string txn ID, and also amount will be as a text only. Okay, and the model class, so we need to create the model. For this particular response we will create the dot object class. Okay, so just copy this JSON response and visit tripcoding.com, which is my website. Okay, and there you will see the free tool JSON to Dart converter. Click on it, and in this box paste your response. Okay, and we need to create a class name, so make it model order ID. Okay, simple, and click on this convert button. So now we have this class. First create a Dart class. So in Flutter project, just create a new Dart file, name is model order ID, and copy this Dart response. Okay, and it is null safe version. Okay, so if you will see, this JSON to Dart converter is a null safe converter, so you will get the response as a null safe. There you can see the keyword late and the required. Okay, so use this model class there. Okay, so that's it, and there we don't need it. And this is information, I think information in capital I, that's why capital I. Okay, make it to string. So information contain the order ID, so we can print the order ID as well. Order ID is this. Now there is no need of set state right now. So once we receive the order ID, then I will start the payment. Okay, so I will create one function, name is start. It will be a private type, so start payment. Okay, and I will call this function once I get the order ID, and I will pass the order ID there. So model dot information, capital I, information dot to string, and also I will pass the amount as well. Now how we can start the payment?